Hi everyone, hold on a second, it's still bugging me.
It's kind of
There.
crooked. Hey, all right, now we're straight. Oh, so
That's the funniest thing you've said in a while.
oh, you can't kiss me.
Oh, that's right.
I'm kissing you. Hi, everybody. As you can see, I am alive for now. Had a really bad 10, 11 days.
Yeah.
Still kind of hard to talk a lot. I got what's called mucositis and thrush combination of what's going on with my mouth. If you saw a previous video, we kind of showed what the chemo did to my mouth, and I'd have to say that's one of the worst pains that I have ever had. I mean, it's up there with when I burned my hands. Best way I can describe it, if you've ever had a cold sore, fever blister, or anything like that, times that by about 100, if not more, and that's what it felt.
And it's lining the inside of your mouth,
My throat,
back of your teeth.
my teeth, my throat. If you go online and you look up, you Google mucositis and you click on pictures, granted, these pictures are not pretty. You can basically see what my mouth looked like. And my mouth, my lips, I lost 10 pounds in less than 10 days.
Not the best diet in the world.
No, not the best diet in the world. I couldn't eat. I couldn't swallow. I couldn't drink anything. Angie basically had to force makeshift nutrition shakes down me, which were half a cup of half and half, Ensure
Nutritional shake.
and half of my protein powder, and it burned like hellfire. Basically, you take and you gargle with glass, spit it out, and then take a thing and gargle with hot sauce. That's pretty much what my mouth felt like, in my mouth and my throat. But it's clearing up. It's getting better. I got a little Band-Aid here. It's not a boo-boo. It's just covering up my pain medicine because I couldn't swallow pills. I'm still having trouble swallowing. That still kind of hurts.
He's better though.
But I'm better.
He didn't get out of bed for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean,
and if you know Dylan and you know his energy level,
so I gotta drink a lot.
And he does need to drink a lot. So sorry if he makes slurping sounds and that bothers you, but so he, yeah. It was pretty rough. There was a lot of tears on his part. Yeah, and if you know Dylan doesn't cry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been pretty rough.
Yeah, Cedar hardly ever left my side. So she was, she never left my side pretty much. I also got what was called hand-foot syndrome. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but if you look at my hands, see all that redness and stuff like that, especially where the joints bend and heal, and definitely in heel. That's what hand-foot.
And I don't know if we can see some of the rash that you ended up
yeah.
with. He's not going to show boob.
Yeah, you can see all these little red spot, this spot heel, and how my arm is, all this. This is all over my body right now. That's from the chemo meds that they had me on that I started at Incon.
Popping in for solidarity. Need to run a game at work shortly.
And now
good puppy. Yeah, It's okay, Annie. You'll be able to watch it later.
Yeah,
you kind of know what's getting ready to be said. So
yeah, and it's kind of it's itching right now
because it's
healing. And basically, what I got on my feet is blisters on the bottom, not just on one part of my foot, but different spots on my foot, especially on the ball of my foot and the heel of my foot. Well, basically a lot of your pressure is when you walk, and it was extremely hard for me to walk. You know how fast I can walk? Yeah, Angie was walking faster than me. No offense, honey.
None taken.
But it was very difficult to walk.
You still have some issues.
Yeah, I still have some issues. You know, it's still healing. My skin is very dry. They have me on some... here, this is what I got from the hospital. It's very creamy, medicated, thick stuff that I need to put all over my face, legs, everywhere.
The rash went everywhere.
The rash went everywhere, but it didn't itch.
It's not itching until now.
Until now. Now it itches because it's healing. So, you know, and the doctor and the nurse navigator are totally like baffled by my body's reaction to this medication. They're thinking and we're thinking that I had a slight allergic reaction to the medication.
I think severe. I'm going to go with severe allergic reaction.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say severe because when I found out I was allergic to penicillin, this is pretty much what happened. Except for I didn't have the mucositis or the thrush. I had, my throat was swelling shut.
That wasn't happening this time, thank God.
No. I don't know if it was. I couldn't tell if it was or wasn't because of the pain of swallowing. It might have swollen a little bit shut.
True.
And everything. So, yeah. It might have swollen a little bit shut and I didn't really notice it because of the pain. So, yeah, that's what's in. So, we're not going that route again. Still not. No. No.
So,
we agreed on that. No. Not that medication. So, we're going to do a different medication.
But you have to be healed up.
But I have to be healed up from all this stuff. And it can take another week, 2 weeks to heal up from this stuff.
So during this time, we had to take him to the emergency room twice to get IV fluids because of how dehydrated he was. And then they gave him IV fluids on Wednesday, and then starting
this Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, it was this past Wednesday.
Oh, I thought you went at the hospital.
No.
No.
No, then they gave you IV fluids this Wednesday.
Yeah, when we saw the doctor.
And then starting for the next 2 weeks, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they're going to give him more IV fluids to make sure he's hydrated.
Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, it still hurts to swallow, but not as bad. I am eating some solid foods.
Yeah.
It hurts to eat solid foods, but I need to have solid foods because, I mean, the hunger pains in the stomach, they were horrible too because, you know, it was like, here you are, you can feel your stomach. I mean, being hungry is one thing, your stomach growls, but when you're starving, which was pretty much what my body was doing, it is a lot worse. The hunger pains are just so intense. I mean, it makes you want to curl up because it hurts so bad. I mean, you know, your stomach growling is one thing, but starving pains, that's bad. Popsicles were my friend. I love popsicles because they were cool and cold, and it kind of numbed the mouth a little bit. And I was getting some sugar that way and liquid that way. And I drooled constantly.
Yeah. It was some drool.
I had to have a little hand towel with me and I would sit there and be sitting like, you know, like this constantly with the drool rag because I couldn't swallow. And my salivary glands were kicked in high gear because they're trying to heal my mouth. You know, it's like a baby when they're teething and they're constantly drooling because they're the saliva glands are kicked in high motion to protect the gums and everything like that. So that's why when babies pee, they drool, and that's basically. I mean, I'd be sitting there and just be like, because I couldn't swallow. I mean, it felt like glass and hot sauce mixed together. I mean, it.
Sorry, Bob's Burgers.
Watching Bob's Burgers. And, yeah, see, I'm itchy. So, yeah, so, that's the only thing I can come to think of it was a mixture of the medication and an allergic reaction to the medication. So, yeah.
Okay.
Now, we did go to the doctor on Wednesday. And,
the oncologist.
The oncologist doctor. And she does not want me going, this is for my doctor. She does not want me going to the emergency room if the clinic is open. If something happens in the middle of the night and it's during the week, Monday, Sunday night through Thursday night, and I can wait until the clinic opens the next morning, come into the clinic. Do not go to the emergency room unless you positively, absolutely have to go. And that's kind of saying something to me. I was in so much pain, I wanted to be admitted into the hospital. That's how much pain I was in. But my levels...
The liver levels were elevated, but not elevated enough to be admitted to the hospital.
But, I'm thinking, well, everything else that's going on, the mucositis, the pain, the not eating, the weight loss, it was like, really? I mean, it was bad experience at the ER these last 2 times.
Yeah.
So yeah. So we did go to the doctor and we discussed a lot of stuff. And so here comes the good part.
It's not good.
It's not
He's
good.
lying.
I'm pretty much lying. If this new medication that they're getting ready to put me on, if the cancer does not slow down and continues to progress the way it is, I have 1 year left to live. That's it. If this medication does not work, I have 1 year to live. This is not a joke. This is not something like, oh my God, and so if people really want to do stuff with me, now is the time. But be prepared that, like, we may not be in town because we are going to start traveling.
Also, what else happened Thursday?
You quit your job.
I had to quit my job.
Angie quit her job so that we can travel and we can spend time together. But if people want to hang out and do stuff, money is going to be very, very...
We don't have any money.
Exactly. I didn't even go to drill last weekend because I was hoarding so bad, and I had to make up those days, and I really don't want to make up those days just yet until I am healed up more, because my body is still recovering from being weakened from not having enough nutrition. So hopefully in a couple of more days I'm getting more and more strength, which is good. So, but only good thing about losing 10 pounds is that I passed my height, weight, and tape.
Yeah. How long, if they know the meds are working? We don't know because he can't start it until after he's healed up from this round.
And this can take up to 2 more weeks.
So now, since we know he has a year to live, he was planning on having surgery on his shoulder.
Right.
We went to the orthopedic surgeon
Wednesday too, before we went to the oncologist.
So we scheduled it not knowing not knowing the shortness of his life. So now he's not going to have that surgery.
No. not gonna spend 3 to 6 months covering from surgery when I only have a year left to live. To me, that's pointless. I'll deal with the pain.
Carlos, you still have to drill. They don't excuse you for medical leave.
No, I signed a new 6-year contract.
Yeah, he just signed a new 6-year contract this year. More than likely, they'll probably medically discharge him before, you know.
But I'll fight it.
So, it's okay. It's just the notification popping up. It's okay. So, yeah, so it's not been an easy couple of weeks for us. And for all of those who have contributed to the GoFundMe.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. But we still need people to contribute, especially now that I'm not working, and we don't know when his disability is going to start.
Right.
We have to go to the Social Security office and
I couldn't even go do that because I was going to go do that, and
he's not been able to drive. He's not been able to do anything.
I couldn't even take Mom to go. I couldn't even take Mom to go up to see her mom in Carmel because I couldn't drive. I mean,
and so
I was in so much pain. And
me quitting my job means I can take that pressure off of him, and he can do things that he needs to do to take care of him. But that means, you know, we're going to probably lose a car.
Yeah. We're going to lose a car. So, plank, stop. But yeah, but she, like I said, she never left my side. She was up in the bed with me.
Yeah. Also, another thing we're going to lose, for me, is if they medically discharge you, is I will lose my health insurance.
We'll be able to keep the
life insurance, but we won't be able to keep my health insurance, which means I won't be able to go to therapy.
So yeah, so I'm going to stay in the Army for as long as I can stay in. So yeah, I am going to get my hair cut. I just don't know how much I'm going to get cut off yet. So yeah. But yeah, that's what's going on. Is I have a yield, but besides this, with my mouth and the mucositis and the thrush that I had, I still feel fine. I'm not in pain. The pain that I have is from my mouth and throat and my shoulder. I mean,
it's weird.
The tumor on my boob doesn't hurt. The
tumors every place else.
Tumors every place else don't hurt. And one thing that Dr. Schmidt said on Wednesday was kind of honorable, I guess, and terrifying at the same time.
Sorry, I gotta blow my nose.
I'll get into that in a minute. Yeah, and I kind of stayed awake a little bit Wednesday night because I'm thinking, this is my thinking on this one. This is what Dr. Schmidt said to me. You are my healthiest patient. And I'm thinking, so I'm laying at night, and I'm thinking,
I know, but I really like my therapist, Crystal, and I don't want to have to start a new one.
Yeah, she sat there and looked me in the eye and said, you, Dylan, are my healthiest patient. And I, at the time, I really didn't process it because I was processing everything else, with still being in pain.
And finding out that you don't have much longer to live.
Right, and, but I'm going to prove them wrong, so thumbs up on that. I'm going to prove them wrong. Here's my thumb. Ow, that hurts. Just the hurts. So I was laying in bed, and I'm thinking and this is what I'm thinking laying in bed Wednesday night. If I'm Dr. Smith's healthiest patient, and I have a year left to live, this ain't good track record. I mean, this is not good track record for cancer surviving going through the VA. So it was really bothering me, and Angie told me to call Chris on Norse Navigator Thursday, and I was like, okay. So I called Chris, and I asked her. I said, I got a few questions and everything like that, and she's like, okay, and I asked her about that, and she's like, well, what Dr. Smith meant is you are her healthiest patient. A lot of cancer patients that they see at the VA are not as much mobile as I am. I can still walk. Even though with my feet are getting better, so I can walk. I'm energetic. I'm upbeat. I'm not on oxygen. I'm not in a wheelchair. Granted, I'm probably the youngest one there that I've seen. I'm the youngest cancer patient that they have. And it's been, but it's still kind of, so I was sitting there, so I was like, you know what, I want some cold hard stats. And so me and Angie spent that morning looking up stuff, VA treatments versus this treatment and everything like that. And the VA treatments for cancer have come a long way. Though, from what I found, they're up there with everybody else. Cancer Treatments of America. So they're up there. They do have the state-of-the-art equipment, except for a mammogram machines. So, they're still working on that. And the reason why they don't have mammogram machines is because they don't have a lot of people going into the VA for breast cancer treatment.
It's mostly males.
It's mostly men that are in there for, and older men from like the Vietnam era.
Vietnam and older.
Yeah, Vietnam and older, era. And I did ask again if being exposed to the burn pits when I was in Iraq in 06 and 07. 06 and 07 can be a contributing factor. And she said it's so hard to determine because it's breast cancer. If it was something really abnormal cancer, it would be easier to prove. But with breast cancer, it's just not that easy to prove. And she asked me, what do you mean you're exposed to the burn pits? I said, I was exposed to the burn pits. I said, we burned everything. And I do mean everything. If we could throw mo gas on it and light a match, we burned it. So, yeah. And she was like, what? I was like, yeah, we burned. We can throw it in and throw mo gas on it. Mo gas is basically regular gas. And burn it, we would. We didn't throw diesel fuel on it and burn it, because diesel fuel burns a lot hotter. And I've seen a tanker truck burn.
Cedar, stop.
Cedar mate. So yeah, so she would, and she was just dumbstruck by how, that's just how we want everything. Sorry, I'm itchy. So it's almost time to put my lotion back on. So they got me on. I'm not gonna say what kind of drug they got me on, but it's like I said, it's a little patch. It's a little bitty old patch.
Yeah. So if you see the GoFundMe on this page, it's in the announcements pinned part of the Facebook vlog page. Share it, donate. To everybody who's already contributed, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to us. A big shout out to Deb and Drew Hapley. They gave us a TV for the bedroom for when Dylan's having really bad days, so he can watch TV in there.
I mean, I didn't even want to come into the living room to watch TV.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. Also, thanks to everybody who celebrated Dylan's birthday and gave him presents.
Yes, they were awesome. Thank you. I love them. And the cards and all the letters that I got. Thank you.
And we are still looking for letters of how Dylan's leaving a legacy. Please, please, please write letters. I know it sounds really silly and it might seem trivial, but for him, that handheld letter means so much.
Yeah.
But we got one thing from our friend Rose.
Yes, from my friend John and Rose. A little background on Rose. Me and Rose worked together at Lowe's for like 7 years. And even when I was wrongfully terminated, you know, I still stayed in contact with John and Rose. And,
you know John through scouting.
And John also substitute teach at Warren Central when I was working now. So, you know, and we're big Fuel fans, you know, hockey, the Indy Fuel. And, yeah. So, and we can't wait until we have, you know, I can't wait till hockey season. Going to watch some hockey and, you know, maybe see a boxing match at the same time. Hockey's a great sport. Well, I'm going to get the thing that was made for me.
And then the card should be in there, too.
The card is still in there, too.
So, yeah.
Here's the card.
Okay, I'll hold on to that.
Okay, this was made.
And it might be hard to see.
It might be hard to see. So...
It's okay, it was just a Brit.
Okay, let's get it here. There we go. It's kind of backwards, I know.
Sorry.
This was what was made for me. And this is pieces of Fuel jerseys that people donated to have made. And the one in the center is one of the cancer ones. Yeah. When they have Pink and the Wink Night. And it says the Susan G. Coleman, and it's got the ribbon on it. And it's got other pieces of Fuel jerseys all around it.
Right.
And it's like I think here's one from like, yeah, pieces of Fuel jerseys.
It's all different kinds of jerseys from all different players.
Yeah.
And including Nitro is in here, if I do believe, and Nitro is the mascot. If you don't know who the Indy Fuel are, they're our local hockey team, the ECHL. Their mascot is a dragon.
Dragon, yes, awesome.
He's a really cool dragon. He's super nice, super nice.
Yeah,
but
so these are
the card
of the Fuel.
I'm going to read this card. It says, "At this very moment, I hope you feel surrounded by warmth and caring. I'm wishing that each day's sun warms you, and that every blue sky lifts you. I'm wishing you renewed energy, and that if you worry, it doesn't last. I'm hoping you'll pamper yourself as much as you can and do what's best for you in every way. And right now, I'm hoping you can take strength in knowing you mean a lot to so many people." And then Rose and John wrote, "Sorry things are so difficult. Stay strong and know we are praying for you. Your Fuel hockey friend." And it says Rose and John. And then we got other people who signed it. And one of the people who it really stood out to me is Nitro seamstress Tony Scroggins. So the mascot seamstress signed this card. And so, Dylan loves Nitro. Like, seriously, Dylan loves Nitro. And so this is very, very special to us.
I'm going to take it with me to the first Fuel game and hold it up. So, because probably people who signed it, where I sit at is almost center ice. and it's right by the main camera, across from the fuel bench.
It's where the red gold banner is.
Yeah, and
it's a, if you know where the bar is at the Coliseum, it's across the rink on the other side, like directly across from where the bar is.
Right, and so we love.
It's just people popping.
Yeah, so we, I love my fuel, and so I'm going to take this to the Force game because we have tickets.
Yeah, Dylan and Mom have tickets.
We have season tickets. And so I'm going to take this to the Force game, and I'm going to hold it up, maybe drape it over the railing so people can see it and everything like that. So,
did you bring up the other card that person sent you today, or did you leave it downstairs?
I left it downstairs.
So when we do another vlog, we got a card today from Moms on a Facebook group called Mail Call, and so somebody from that group sent Dylan a card as well. Here you go, babe. Put that with that.
Thank you.
So that, I mean, it's beautiful. I mean,
and my nose has been running too.
Sorry, I got to adjust. So,
sorry,
me too. I am wearing shorts. But so now that we know Dylan's, I don't want to say life expectancy, but now that we know how long Dylan has, if you want to spend time with him, you need to let him know now. Seriously, he's not working. I'm going to be taking Mom to her appointments, so he's going to have time during the day, in the evenings, whatever, to spend time with people. So you need to, like, step up and spend time with him. I'm not trying to be bitchy. I'm not trying to be shitty. But this is the time to spend time with him, okay? Also, Carla, we got the DVDs. Thank you.
Yes.
So
I'm actually I might take one to Monday. Let Courtney's one of the.
She's not a nurse.
She's not a nurse yet.
She's working on it. But she's very awesome. She works at the VA.
Yeah.
And she's
one of the cool nurses.
Oh, Lindsay's watching now. She's like, my loves, I am just...
Hi, Sergeant Brown. Sorry I missed Jill this weekend. I was...
hurting.
I was in... And then I felt bad because I couldn't be at drill, and...
I mean, I don't know if you're up to people coming over tonight or not. But our house is a mess right now.
We're working on organizing.
You know what we would really like tomorrow? And that sounds just a couple of people to come over and help us clean. We'll tell you what needs done, what needs to go where. But we really need a good deep cleaning up here, because what we're trying to do is get the bedroom set up so we can move Dylan's Lego City from the living room to the bedroom. So that way it'd be easier for him to rest in between sessions. But he's not even able to do his Legos because it hurts so much. And if you know Dylan, you know how much he loves his Legos. Your voice gives me life. I went to high school with She went to high school with Sergeant Brown.
Oh, that's a small world.
It's a small world after all. We love you too. But, not sure. But if people want to, we're going to do something. You sure did. What's up, Liz? Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet baby Jesus on a stick. Sorry.
And we will be having, I'm hoping maybe next month sometime we'll have a fuck cancel party. And
we will be needing
party. So, but if we do that, we'll be needing help because we probably won't be able to
afford, like...
we'll be able to afford maybe the hamburgers, but not...
And I don't even know if we'll be able to afford that.
Maybe the hot dogs.
We're not going to have a lot of money. We're just not. It's Crystal Gal.
Okay.
It's... Money isn't everything in money, is, not that important except for when it is.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not asking for a lot of money. We're not. We're just asking for enough so that way that we can hopefully, I don't know, it's just,
excuse me.
we're going to be financially screwed. Okay, Carla, thank you. I appreciate that. Also, we'll try to read the comments later when they're not on the phone, too,
Mm-hmm.
because, but, stop.
I'm sorry, I'm scratching.
Yeah, and, right now we're grateful because Mom is helping us out a lot.
Yeah.
Looking
at my foot.
She's helping a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She's helping a lot more than my biological family. Helping a lot more than your brother,
Mm-hmm.
who is a whole other ball of wax. And he's not on this group, thank God. Because
I don't think people would find out and kill him.
he's trying to drag his feet on some things. That's where to send donations. There's a GoFundMe link in the announcements of this group page. It's centrally located, so if you could send donations there. I know they take a small fee, whatever, but in the bigger scheme of things, it's easier for us than trying to manage it coming from a bunch of different places. Dylan's brother is dragging his feet on their dad's estate. And at this point, he's waiting for Dylan to die.
Mm-hmm.
So that way he doesn't think that anything's going to happen. I'm going to be bluntly honest and say
He's in for a war of shit.
Because I will take him.
Because everything that is part of my estate, which is stuff that's, I own 25% of the house and half my dad's tools. So when I die, everything goes to Hall.
No, we don't want you to kill somebody. I want to make their lives a living hell. He has devalued the property so much, that Dylan's mother is rolling over in her ashes, okay? It's sickening. It really is. It's sickening.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad.
And, we had one of the best looking houses in yards in the neighborhood.
Yeah. So, but basically, if Dylan passes away before the estate is settled, then... So he still lives there. Oh yeah, he still lives there, Carla. He still lives there. Along with his girlfriend. What the fuck? Fuckity, fucking, fuckity, fuck. I love you, Lindsay. So he basically, when Dylan told him, we told everybody a couple of days ago when we found out the diagnosis. We told family
members.
And Dylan's like, we need to get the estate closed. And his brother is like, well, if you have $2,000 to pay the attorney. And I'm like going, your brother just told you that he's dying and that you need to get this done.
Because I can't do anything because I'm not the executor of the estate.
Right. Dylan's brother is the executor. And so, he's like, well, come and get your tools so, and then you can sell them and blah. And I'm like, well, no, that's not going to happen because we don't have time to deal with that.
No.
He's dying, okay? So, yeah. So, y'all know the Hulk and y'all know Fluttershy. Well, there is an episode where Fluttershy becomes Flutter Hulk. And if you know me well enough.
And we are going to be traveling.
The fees come from the estate. We know that. The problem is the house is upside down. And so actually Dylan probably wouldn't get anything from the house. And I don't know how much they could sell the tools for.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of...
If he cleaned the house up and the yard up, it wouldn't be as bad.
But the house stinks. The yard is a mess. The yard is uninhabitable. No, not right now, Fuzzbutt. Not right now. Miss Pris, our big fat Jabba the Hutt cat. So yeah. So yeah, on top of Dillan dealing with his terminal illness, he's got a brother who is more concerned about himself.
More concerned about where he's sticking his fucking dick. Excuse my language, but I mean that's.
I did put not safe for work.
Okay.
So.
I mean that's pretty much it. That's all he fucking cares about is what's swinging between his legs. I mean if.
Then there's time to put that on Mrs. Dick.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely nothing. Talking about your brother's what is swinging between his legs.
Yeah, if his diabetes were to affect his, I don't want to say dick, his wee wee. I like wee wee. His wee wee, he would be taking care of that shit like this. But what's the scary part is, even though I have this condition, I'm still probably the healthiest person in my family. I mean, yeah. I can still go out and run. I can, not now, Fuzzy, but I can still go out and run. Well, when everything heals up, I'm going to start running again. So,
weird commercial. Sorry,
yeah. So, you know, I can still do stuff like that. I can still, you know, go out and have fun. You know, I can still party, and you know, I'm not confined to my house. I'm not confined to a wheelchair. I'm not confined, you know, to an oxygen tank or anything like that. Drink time.
But so this is stuff that we're dealing with, and I hate to say, but money is important right now. Money is important, and yeah, Lindsay, I know which Taylor you're talking about. So, which I need to hang out. I need to see her sometime soon too. I haven't been able to see her.
Maybe there's a UFC fight we can go all see.
Yeah. Well, we should see. I need to ask her.
Mm-hmm.
Mic drop.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. So, but I hate asking for money because money.
I hate asking for help. Anybody knows me knows that.
But if we can have a couple people come over tomorrow night and help us clean and dust and move things, because he has a hard time moving things, and you know he's very physical, he's very hands-on, and this is hard for him to ask for this kind of help. So tomorrow afternoon, evening-ish, you know, if people can come over, I'd be willing to pay for pizza. We, you know,
tomorrow morning we are all going to, me, Angie, and Mama Judy, we're all going to the RV store, Camper World, out there in Greenwood. Yeah. And we're getting a few things that we need for the RV because we are planning a trip down to Mammoth Cave. It's just going to be like a 3 to 5 day trip.
Yeah, depending on if Astria can go or not. Because if they can't go, then we're going to make the, you know, trip longer. But if, you know, they can go, then, because we're wanting to go out west, we're wanting to go south, we're wanting to travel the country, to see the country before Dillan.
Right, there are certain things that I want to see.
That's okay, Carla. Thank you, though.
Before
You've helped in other ways. Thank you.
Before I pass away.
He's also going to teach me how to drive the RV.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you how to drive the RV. It's drives very, very good. The handle's great.
It's the backing up I'm going to have issues with.
It's the backing up you're going to have issues.
And if you're hurting for money, don't buy them pizza. They should come over and help you and show up with a pizza. I really wish you lived closer. Thank you. What was Hyatt?
I can't remember what her rank was.
Marjorie, what was your rank in the unit? Because I don't remember.
I don't remember. I want to say major, but I don't. Yeah.
Sorry, I got to
I might
adjust
be
again.
getting you confused with somebody else.
Ms. Hyatt.
Yeah.
I am wearing shorts. I swear to God, I am.
They're good.
They're great. Lived closer, yes.
Oh, yes. What you about? Leave my feet
Yep.
alone.
Master Sergeant.
Okay, I was either thinking Major or Master Sergeant, but I couldn't remember.
Thank you, Master Sergeant Hyatt.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
and I think one of the things that I'm going to have to step down from is the FRG, which means the unit won't have an FRG anymore.
Alright.
But, you know, we're going to be traveling, and I'm not going to be able to,
Do stuff.
you know.
Yeah. Oh, speaking. I even went in to the ER, telling them that I had.
I was the SPO mama.
Even Fuzzy Butt quit. Yeah, I got the blanket off you. Sorry. No. I lost my train of thought.
You went into the ER.
Oh yeah, I even went into the ER and they've asked if I had fevers and I'm like, yeah, and I had chills and and that's the first thing that when you call, if you're a cancer patient, if you have a fever of 100.5, go to the ER immediately and tell them. And I did, and it was like, oh, we'll just give you IV fluids and some pain medicine. Get up here, Fuzzy Butt.
Oh, there she is.
That's all.
This is Priscilla.
Ow! Ow! Close.
Sorry, she's not happy because I've got her up like that. Sorry.
Come here. There you go.
This is Miss Priss. This is Miss Priss the cat. Jabba the cat. Fuzzbutt.
Yeah.
She's a good kitty. She really is. She is fat. She has an eating disorder like me.
She sees food, she eats it. This is what happens. We have wild catnip that grows out in the yard. She goes out there and she eats it and gets stoned and she gets the munchies. That's why she's fat.
Yeah. But she's a good cat, even though she did claw me a little bit. But that's my fault.
I'm petting you.
But, yeah, that's our news. It's not good news. It's not what we wanted to tell people, you know. But, so that's where we're at. We'll try to vlog when we can, like we do.
We may be vlogging from, I might get, I know this is an expense, but I kind of want to get a GoPro, so that way we can document some of
can you tell me how you met? Oh, me and Dillan?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So this is going to be a little longer vlog. So
Sorry. This is a fun story.
This is a great story.
We will make it PG.
Yeah.
She is a pretty baby. So, it was my birthday, and I was still married to my ex-husband, but he had a boyfriend. And me and my ex-husband and his boyfriend, we all three lived together. We weren't divorced yet. And I love drag. If you've seen pictures, you know me. I love drag. I love drag queens. I love drag. Okay?
It's good. I like it. I like it too. I don't love it as much as Angie does, but I really do like it. I think it's awesome.
For my birthday, we went to a place that is no longer open called the 10. That's where I wanted to go for my birthday because I wanted to see a drag show. And so my ex-husband, his boyfriend, and sorry, grammar in my head here, along with one of my brothers and a friend of mine, we all went to go celebrate my birthday at the 10. I had an Elmo birthday cake because I love Elmo.
Okay, we can stop there now. Let me say why I was there. Okay, I went to the 10 because 3 months earlier I buried my grandmother, my mom's mom, and we were very, very tight. So that was in August. And then in October, I buried my Aunt Bob.
It was 10 days before my birthday.
10 days before her birthday. And I was working a lot, and I was working at Lowe's, and I finally got a weekend off. I mean, I had Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. I mean, I had a 3-day weekend. And I'm like, you know what? And I told my mom, I said, Mom, I'm going to go out till 10, drink a few beers, watch some drag shows, just kind of chill out and just relax. I wasn't going there to meet anybody. I wasn't going there to do anything stupid or anything like that. I was just going to go there to relax and have fun and, drink a few beers and watch the drag shows. That's what my whole intention was.
Okay. Okay. So, I had gotten up and I went to the restroom. And at that point, they had the music just going through the jukebox and not through the big speakers that they had at the 10. Well, as I was walking back to my table, as I was passing Dillan's table, they took the music from the jukebox and put it through the big speakers. And it made me jump.
And I laughed.
And he laughed. And I looked over and I saw this cute person.
I'm petting you.
And he smiled. And he has such a cute smile, even though he hates showing it. No, it was a kind of, that's the smile right there. See that smile? Isn't that a gorgeous smile? And so I was like, hey, I'm celebrating my birthday. Would you like to come over and have some Elmo birthday cake with me?
It's like, sure, why not? I was like...
And we started hanging out, and we were talking, and I started feeding Dillan. Oh my god, it's so cute. So I started feeding Dillan the frosting from my Elmo birthday cake off my finger, doing this. The thing is, he hates frosting, and he was eating it.
Yeah.
And so I don't remember where we kissed first. But
on the dance floor.
On the dance floor.
Yeah.
And so we kissed. And I took Dillan home with me that night.
Mm-hmm.
I lived in Newcastle. And fireworks! And boom goes the dynamite.
Yep. Boom goes the dynamite.
And we've been together pretty much ever since. We had a small breakup for about 3 months after not quite our first year together. We had a small breakup, and then we got back together, and we've been together ever since.
Yeah.
It's had its rough patches. It's had its, good patches. But I couldn't imagine spending my life with anybody else. He's amazing. He's the love of my life. He's my soulmate. And yeah, there are days where, we don't necessarily always get along. And there are days where it gets kind of scary and it gets kind of rough. But through thick and thin, he's the only person I can imagine my life with. And it's because I went to go celebrate my birthday at the 10. So, and it's really kind of sad that we can't go back to the place where we met because it's not there anymore. And how many years? It'll be 21 years in October on my birthday.
Yeah, 21 years.
And January 1st we'll be married 5 years.
Legally 5 years, yes.
Yeah. So, we've been through hell in our 21 years together. We've been through war. We've been through family deaths. We've been through divorce with family members. Illnesses, surgery, cancer between the both of us.
Thank you.
Yay, Kitty got off. Are you having a hot flash?
Yeah, I'm having a hot flash.
We've been through so much together, and he's 47. He's older than me because I'm only 46.
But I don't look like it.
No, you do look like my baby. We've been through everything together. I couldn't imagine birth, death, war,
Deployments,
getting our car stolen.
Yeah, my truck.
Yeah, 21 years. Yeah, legally 5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because we couldn't get legally married until the military repealed Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So it'll be 5 years on January 1st. We went to Davenport, Iowa to get married. Because the federal government would recognize it before the state government would, so we had to go someplace where it was recognized.
And I was getting ready to go to California for
Training.
5 weeks.
Yeah.
For 5 weeks for reclassing, and I wanted to make. We did it for that reason, and we also did it because we wanted to get married, and we just did it, pretty much.
We did the paper wedding at Davenport, and then we had the big ring ceremony where we actually exchanged our rings and our vows in front of all of our friends and family that wanted to come and see us. And then we did that here back in Indy. So how was your first anniversary? What did we do for God.
Which one? Our first wedding anniversary or our first anniversary together?
Because I don't know if we did anything for our first anniversary together.
We went to Cat's thingy, showing Cat's New Year's in the day in the World New Year's party.
Oh, that's what we did for our first wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Yeah, we went to, because it was supposed to be the end of the world or something, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah. But, it's weird. I was married to my ex-husband 2 years and 10 days. And we've been together for over 20.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how we met. We met at a bar. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a big girl, but that's okay. Look, I came out on the good side of things, right? Oops, he's got an alarm going off.
Okay, that's so low.
But he's got to make it he's got to make it so he's got to live until that hair fixing. My heart can't. Oh, because I was fixing your hair.
Oh,
because it was falling in your face. But he's my soulmate, and I know that I won't ever remarry. And I'm okay with that, because I can't go through this again. I can't. This is hard. This is, life is hard, I know, and life sucks, but oh, sorry. I was like, what the hell? That water's gross. Sorry, it's something on TV. I met my husband at the corner of Post and I-70, so I don't judge. It's amazing on how we, I guess, got through everything we've gotten through.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it's not been easy, and there have been a lot of hard times. But the good thing about marriage is that it's worth the fight. It's worth it in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Will I ever do this again? No. No, I will not. I met Stan and Dill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta adjust again. Marriage isn't easy. There's definitely going to be hard times. Can y'all turn off the vibrators? We don't have them on! What the hell are you talking about? There are no vibrators. Maybe she's hearing the AC, I don't know.
It could be. You might be hearing the AC or the fan or something.
But, we... marriage isn't easy.
It's not all roses and...
Marriage is hard.
Mm-hmm.
But marriage is worth it.
Yes.
I couldn't imagine my life without anybody, with anyone else. Like, my life without Dillan is going to be your notifications. Oh, yeah. I turned down the volume on the notification, so it's just going to buzz. There's nothing I can do about it. So, sorry. I met my husband on a blind date in 94. We've been together ever since, even though I've tried to leave twice. Marriage is hard, but worth the work. It is. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the vows, you know, in sickness and health, and good and bad.
For better or worse.
For worse. And, sorry, Lindsay, there's nothing, I mean, I had to turn it down. I mean, it's just going to vibrate. There's nothing I can do. I wish I could. So, but this is the person I love. Mm-hmm. But I know that if I wouldn't have married my ex-husband, we would have never met. So, my ex-husband's part of my journey. And I hope he's happy. I know he's got his own issues and his own drama in his life. But, you know, this is, like, we're so cute together. So, and if we could have had babies, we would have made cute babies. Mm-hmm. So, just saying, we would have made cute babies. I mean, because they would have came out looking like Angel, Sylvia, and Connor. Yep. Just saying. You know, so those are our kids. Plus all of our adopted kids. We have so many.
And pack members.
And, you know, we've made our own family. I love when you vibrate. Love, like I said, love is hard. Well, and, you know, I've made mistakes, and I don't want to talk about that here because this isn't the time or the place to talk about those mistakes.
Right.
But we're trying to make the best of what we have left. And we're going to get pictures made soon. Mm-hmm. Our friend Andy's going to help us with that. And, it is a commitment, and sometimes that commitment has some, you know, you just have to get through it. And oh, I love that movie, The Croods. It's such a cute movie. You know, for all the crazy things that Deadpool did, he loved, you know, he loved her so much. Mm-hmm. And whether you guys know this or not, Deadpool is a Hufflepuff. Did Dill get my text? I don't know. Let me ask if you got a text. Hold on. I don't know. Saturday or next Saturday. Okay, yeah, he got it. I don't think he's had it. I don't think he was putting two and two together in his head there, Lumi. But, you know, there's that scripture that says love is patient, love is kind, love is, I can't remember all the things.
Do you want to go next Saturday? Because we're busy this Saturday.
Yeah, if you want to go, that's fine. Yeah. So, yeah.
So you join us.
Yeah, she's talking about you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Send me more details, Lumi. And, yeah.
Yes, Carla, we got the DVDs. I think I said it earlier, but you may have missed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got the DVDs. I'm going to try them, and I don't know if you tried it in a Blu-ray player or just a DVD player, so I want to try it in my Blu-ray player first. And then I know that Mom wants to watch it first. So we're going to loan her one, and then we're going to loan it to the neighbor. Yeah, it's. I watched the preview of that movie, and it had me bawling because it's just so. It's still so real today. It's still so relevant today, and I don't think people realize that. So. No, just try to DVD. Okay, I'm going to try it in my Blu-ray player, because if I loan it to people, hopefully they'll have a DVD player. It should work, but you know, technology is stupid sometimes. I do miss my job.
I miss my job.
But I'm glad that I'm going to be able to take some pressure off of him and help him out. So, yeah. I put it on my Kindle, gonna watch it on the treadmill. Be prepared that it's gonna be rough, okay? Just be prepared that it can get rough. Especially when you know somebody personally who's going through the VA system. There are people who do have tremendous stories of going through the VA and not having the issues that we've had.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're somebody who is gender non-conforming and who is GLBTQ and who is dying, I think,
and stands up for themselves when they feel like they're getting treated like shit,
then sometimes it gets a little different for those people. So yeah. But if you don't know what we're talking about the movie Article 99. And if anyone wants to borrow it, let us know. I'll talk more about it later, maybe. But yeah. Moist. She said moist. So yeah. But I don't know if we have anything else. Dillan's getting lost in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
So, again, if people want to come over tomorrow night and help us, tomorrow afternoon, evening, to help us clean and organize. We don't need a bunch of people. We only need a couple of people.
Right.
That would be really super helpful. So, but I think we're going to go ahead and get off here for now. This one's been a pretty long vlog.
Yeah, it's been a pretty long vlog.
So let's see. Hold on. I want to see how long. You get to see my finger. Not a finger.
Hour and something.
Yeah, we're almost an hour and 10 minutes. So.
Yeah, so we're going to get off here, guys. Any questions, comments, concerns, same as usual.
Send me messages, not him.
Right.
Again, he doesn't use Facebook Messenger. So send him a message. Send me a message. Send me a text message, messenger. You know, things like that. You can text him. I think his phone number is in the announcements as well of the group. You can text him. He will reply to text. Phone calls are still a little hard right now.
Yeah.
I know this has been hard for him, so he's probably going to need to go do some lidocaine and
yeah.
So, but we will talk to you guys later. We love you very much, and thank you all for being here. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.